Some cars don't just break, they destroy your wallet. You think you're buying reliability, freedom, maybe even a little luxury, until a dashboard light flashes, a mechanic sighs, and you realize the repair bill costs more than the car's worth. From luxury sedans that eat through electronics to SUVs that fail before the first oil change cycle is over, these are the 15 cars that quietly bankrupted their owners. The last one's a six-figure badge that stranded millionaires on the roadside. 1. BMW 7 Series 2016-2020. The 7 Series is supposed to be the definition of modern luxury, a rolling throne of German engineering. But for many owners, it turned into a money pit in disguise. Air suspension systems collapsed before 60,000 miles. The digital dashboard flickered, blacked out, and refused to reboot. Active steering sensors failed, leading to repair bills between $8,000 and $12,000. Even the keyless start systems glitched. Owners reported the car refusing to start, not from mechanical failure, but because a software patch misread the key signal. BMW quietly extended some warranties, but not enough to stop the bleeding. And the kicker? These cars still depreciate faster than almost anything else in their class. But if you think a luxury sedan can drain a wallet fast, the next SUV did it while pretending to be a status symbol. 2. Range Rover Sport 2014-2020. Ask any mechanic which luxury SUV keeps them in business. They'll say Range Rover. It's beautiful, powerful, and breathtakingly unreliable. Owners loved the prestige but hated the constant breakdowns. The air suspension sagged, compressors failed, and timing chains stretched long before 70,000 miles. Coolant leaks appeared in $90,000 vehicles barely 3 years old. A single air suspension repair? Around $5,000. Engine replacement? Try $15,000 and up. Even Land Rover loyalists started jumping ship, saying owning one felt like a monthly subscription to stress. But the next brand tried to copy luxury and failed harder. Cadillac XT5, CT6. Cadillac promised a tech-forward comeback. What it delivered was a crash course in repair bills. The XT5 and CT6 were loaded with screens, sensors, and modules, and almost every one of them failed early. AC drain leaks that soaked wiring harnesses, infotainment freezes, all common complaints. Owners who thought they'd escaped European repair costs got a rude awakening. Some spent $7,000, $10,000 fixing electrical gremlins that GM never fully diagnosed. And if you think that's rough, the next brand offered affordable reliability before setting itself on fire. 4. Hyundai Tucson 2016-2019. On paper, Hyundai's value looked unbeatable, but under the hood, a ticking time bomb called the Theta II engine was waiting. Thousands of Tucson engines failed from bearing wear and oil starvation. Drivers reported knocking noises, smoke, and full engine seizure at under 60,000 miles. Hyundai eventually admitted the problem. Metal debris left in the block during machining and issued massive recalls. But for many, it came too late. One owner's words summed it up. It didn't just lose power, it lost my trust. And this wasn't even the worst fire risk because Kia had the same disaster in disguise. 5. Kia Sorento, Optima. The same Theta II engine haunted Kia's lineup. Optimus and Sorentos caught fire, seized up and stalled mid-drive. Lawsuits piled up by 2022. Even after replacement engines, the problems came back. Oil leaks, stalling, and blown gaskets. Kia extended warranties, but not every owner qualified, and resale values tanked. If you think mainstream brands are safe, think again. Even cutting-edge EVs are draining owners in new ways. 6. Tesla Model S 2020-2021. The Tesla Model S promised a future free of oil changes, but not free of bills. When these cars age, they age expensively. The main touchscreen, called the MCU, fails so often it sparked a federal investigation. Replacement cost, around $2,500. Then there's the battery pack, $15,000 to $20,000 for replacement once out of warranty. Even small collisions often total the car, because Tesla restricts who can buy or install key components. Owning one can feel less like driving the future and more like renting a science experiment. And you'd think Toyota would be the opposite, right? Reliable, bulletproof. 7. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. The RAV4's reputation for reliability took a huge hit when hybrid inverters began failing early. Owners described sudden power loss at highway speeds, often traced back to inverter malfunctions. Replacements cost over $5,000 if warranty coverage lapsed. Toyota issued service campaigns, but confidence never fully recovered. For a brand known for durability, that was a PR nightmare. Porsche Macan. Porsche promised performance wrapped in SUV comfort. Instead, Macan owners got a parts bill that read like a luxury tax. Transfer case failures, oil leaks, and timing chain issues appeared before 60,000 miles. The cost to repair a transfer case? About $6,000. Even simple service items like brakes or tires ran double the market average. When a car costs as much to maintain as a small business, it stops being transportation. It's a lifestyle choice. But not even Porsche managed the chaos Detroit unleashed next. 9. Ford Explorer 2020-2023s. Ford's redesigned Explorer was supposed to be the comeback story. Instead, it became a recall headline. Owners reported suspension alignment problems, drive shaft disconnects, and software bugs that left the transmission hunting for gears. Police Interceptor versions, meant for duty use, were recalled for sudden power loss. Even brand new models spent weeks in dealerships waiting on back-ordered parts. And yet, Ford wasn't done making headlines. The next one sank its own revival before it began. Dent, Chevrolet Blazer, 2023. Chevy revived the Blazer name, but not the reliability. Owners quickly found oil leaks, AC failures, and powertrain hesitation. Lawsuits followed after reports of engines stalling mid-turn. And while some problems were minor individually, the pattern wasn't. Constant shop visits, expensive diagnostics, and a resale value that nosedived. But even that wasn't the worst thing to wear an American badge. 11. Jeep Grand Cherokee, 2014-2020. Few vehicles have been recalled as many times as the Grand Cherokee. Its 9-speed automatic transmission was so glitchy that Jeep pushed multiple software fixes that never fixed anything. Owners reported rollaway issues, gear hunting, and total power loss. Combined with oil-thirsty engines, it turned Jeep's iconic SUV into a recurring joke. And if you think luxury can save you from breakdowns, meet Mercedes' most expensive embarrassment. What do all these cars have in common? They look amazing, sound impressive, and sell the dream. But the real story starts after the warranty ends. If the engineering cuts corners, your savings pay the price. Here's the rule. If a car's value drops faster than its oil level, it's not an investment. It's a warning.